Today I am doing a tutorial on this project that I just came up with today. It is a junk journal floating pocket, so the back doesn't matter because you're not going to see it, but you could also stick it down to your project, glue it down, and then you wouldn't see the back at all. If you wanted to, I suppose you could decorate the back since it technically could be a floating pocket. But I'm going to show you how I made this today. This is the sewed version, and I will be making the glued version today. So there's this pocket with the acetate window, and then I made this tag, pocket tag. So the back, this is the back of the tag. This is the front. It has strips of fabric on it, which I used instead of sewing them down. I'm like, let me make pockets out of those. So I made pockets, and I made all these little tags to go in here too. And I just put some trim right here on this pocket. So some of them are sewn closed, like this one is only this deep because I sewed that right there. And this one is this deep because I sewed that right there. And I made these little tags using pieces of fabric also. And then I made this one has lace on it, and this one just has paper. And then this one has fabric, and this one has fabric also. And this is the deepest pocket right here at the top because it goes all the way down to there. So this is my prototype, and I'm going to show you how to make this with glue instead. So I have the pieces all cut out here, and I'm just going to show you what I do. So this is the back part, this part right here that I cut on the outside. These two pieces are about 6.5 by 9 inches. And I'm just going to stick these together. This is the back, so I'm not like tearing it up or you could cut it like I did with the zigzag scissors. And I'm just going to stick this down with some double-sided tape just to make it super easy. The sewn one took quite a while to make just because I decided I wanted to sew everything. I'm just going to stick these two pieces together just to make this a little bit sturdier because this is kind of flimsy, and I just wanted it to be nice and sturdy. So stick this down. Okay, nope, not quite straight. Oh well, I'll trim it a little bit and fix that. Okay, so there's the back, and then I have the piece for the front, which is this part right here that I sewed onto the back. But since we're not sewing it, I have this piece that I cut, and I just cut it slightly smaller so that there was a little bit more of an edge to this so that I could use the zigzag scissors if I wanted to. So I probably will do that since I didn't quite get it straight. So these two pieces I want to be stuck together, and especially in the middle too, since I'm going to tear out the middle, and I want all of the parts to be stuck together when I tear it out. I don't want it to be gapping where the hole is at, so I'm going to put glue or tape all in the middle also. And then along all the edges, of course, so I can stick these two pieces together. Like this. Okay, so now I want this side to be the side that shows because you can't really see it on the video, but this is textured right here. So I want the textured part to be the part that is the back, not this side that's not textured. So I'm just going to stick this on together the best I can, hopefully. And then once I have that stuck together really well, I'm just going to use my scissors to kind of like punch a hole in the very center-ish. And then I just use that to, I'm going to do it from the back, to tear the hole that you see. And I guess this textured part doesn't matter anyway because it's not going to show anyhow. So. But I just tear a hole like this, and then I get it to how I want it to look in the front. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. Like that. That looks good. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit more right here. Okay, then you just need to take a piece of acetate, which I have right here, and it needs to cover the hole, obviously. So I'm just going to trim it real quick to cover the hole. Like this. Like that. And then I'm just going to put tape runner right around the edge, as close to the edge as I can get. That way it sticks right over the edge of the hole. I don't want a gap between where the hole is and the acetate. So I'm just going to stick it right like this. And then you can go back and add some more tape runner to the edges so it sticks the edges down like this, because you don't want those to impede putting things in here. I would even suggest that you could take some washi and put some washi around the outside like this. I don't have any handy, but that would be a good idea to make sure that this stays stuck down when you're sticking things in your pocket. So now that I have these two things together, I'm going to just zigzag the edges to get rid of the fact that I didn't quite line this up properly. Like this. And just do that to all of the edges. And I'll be back in 1 second after I get this done. Hold on. Okay, now I did the edges of both the back page and this page. I decided that I wanted to do this too, just so it kind of matched a little bit. I didn't do it, or I did kind of do it on this one, I guess. No, I didn't do it on this one, on this edge. I just sewed it, but I decided I wanted to do this instead. So now I just need to stick this onto this so that we can finish. So I'm just going to use some tape runner. It would probably be a better idea to use some Fabri-Tac glue or some other kind of liquid glue, but I'm just going to do this for time purposes. So just stick this down on 3 edges like this. And it goes like that. Okay, so then after that I made a tag, or I cut the tag to go that goes in here. Hopefully it'll fit. Nope, not quite. Okay, so I need to trim this up a little bit. Let's see. It was 4.5, but maybe 4 inches will fit better, so I'm going to cut it down to 4 inches. And let's see if that fits better. Yep, 4 inches fits good. Okay, so now I have the other side of the tag. I'm going to cut that down to 4 inches also. Like that. I want these two pieces to go together because I want the back of the tag to have decoration also. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape runner. Of course my tape runner has to run out right now. Hold on. Okay, I have this all stuck together now, so that's the back and the front, and this is the side I'm going to put the pieces of fabric on. So now I'm going to get my Fabri-Tac out, and hopefully it'll work today. And I'm just going to put some glue in strips. I have my fabric strips already cut out, so I'm just going to put some glue, especially on the edges. That way it sticks down nicely. So just line up, sorry if my head gets in the way, just line up some strips of fabric in any colors that you would want. I like them overlapping, and since I want to do pockets, on this one I'm only going to put it on the edges. That way the pocket goes all the way down. I guess I probably should have only put it on the edge on the top of the other one too, but oh well, it's too late now. Okay, so I'm just going to stick these down like this. And I'm just going to keep doing that, overlapping until I get all done, and I'll be right back. Okay, I have all the strips of fabric glued on now. I'm just going to take my scissors and go around the edge and trim off all this excess fabric. Sorry about that. Glue's oozing out a little bit. Okay, now I have all of that taken care of. Oh, a little bit on the edge right here. Clean that up a little bit. Okay, so now we have pockets all the way down that we can use to put pieces of ephemera in. Just like with my sewn one, where I have all these little pockets. This one has pockets also. Let me get some pieces of ephemera I made here. So there's this one for the long pocket that's right here. And actually you will need, I should have glued on some of these because now it's super long pocket. There's no closed area. I made this one to go in one of these shorter pockets. It's a little bit too big now since I trimmed the pocket down a little bit, but that's the idea. And then there's these ones. Lots of pockets. I need to put some glue in the different gaps, just like I sewed right here. Probably I need to glue in a couple different places, but that's how I made this. So as you can see, and then you can take this and just fit it right inside of the pocket like this, and then once it's in here, it's super cute showing up through the hole right here like that. And that's how you make it. And this was the sewn version, and then I showed you how to do the glued version. I appreciate you watching me make this project today. Thank you. Bye.